this is Victor. I'm here with a new painting tutorial, and this time I'm going to paint the rock trader that is coming in the Blackstone Fortress Warhammer Quest game. So I'm going to paint him quite close on what we see on the book or on the game. So I will go for a pale skin, and then maybe I will just use I will just make a white shirt and the inside instead of I think it's purple. So, and then the trousers I will try to do the stripes. So let's see how all this goes. So I will start painting the face. Everything is assembled and glued on the base. So the base, if you want to know how it was done, I did another tutorial a while ago. You will find it in the weekly painting, and if you are interested and you cannot find it, let me know and I will address you to the tutorial. So just give me a comment in the comments below, okay? So what I'm going to use first is I'm going to go for a really almost white skin. It's called paled skin from scale 75. Start using this company more and more. I think they have quite interesting choices of colors, and I'm enjoying them. So I bought the skin once, okay, the skin set. It was called, in case you're interested, flash paint set. Okay, and I will do this. I will apply this on the head and as well on the hands, okay? So I will do that, a thin layer, and I'm back once this is done. So while the skin is drying, I'm going to apply now corn red in the inside of the cloak, and as well on this part, okay, this part here as well, right? So this will go here. I will leave the rim. I think I will leave the rim to make it black, or maybe gold to give this aristocratic look. He's dressing almost like a it's like a 18th century type of dressing with a belt on top. So we are going to do that, and this is going to be the difficult part. I try to paint inside here, okay? So I'm going to do this, and I'm back once this is done. Okay, next I'm going to use Celesta Gray for the white parts. That is going to be mainly the shirt. Instead of making it in purple as it in the Image Workshop, I prefer to go for a white shirt. So I'm going to, and it's only here in the belly that you can see it. Okay. And in this case, immediately I will try to do it, the paint job by parts. So I will focus now, but I want to do all the parts that are around the head first, because I want to do the wash and the flesh. Okay, I will try to go to a wood detail. I think it's a nice miniature to spend some time. So you can see, and this, the neck of the shirt, and as well, okay. Now I will take also from a scale 75, I will go for a very nice metal. It's called a speed metal. Okay, I want to do the armor plate he's wearing, and I want really to go for a silvery like. Okay, so I want this one have a very nice speed metal from scale 75, have a very nice size of the pigment, what give a very whitish steel or silver. That is what I'm looking for here. Okay, I go out over the decoration as well. This part will go in gold later on. But I want to be sure that I cover all the armor plates. Okay. Go there. And if you want, you can do also this moment the blade of the sword. You can see there's a very nice something there. The guard of the sword, I will do it in gold. I'm just doing this now because I have to make use of the metal that I put in the palette. Normally I prefer not to put metallics on the wet palette, they are not that good there. Okay, if there are other metal details, we will do it later on, makes no sense to them now. Okay, I'm going now to prepare a wash and I will do it using pink flesh. So what I will do is I will put a little bit of pink flesh. This is also from scale 75. Sorry if I'm using a lot of scale 75 colors in this one, but I'm really enjoying these colors and I want to explore them all. So this is, you can use, if you don't have a scale 75, you can use Bookmarks Glow. Will give a very similar finishing. Okay, and now I will take Lamy medium and I will water down or thin down the paint. So we mix Lamy medium it's better to use Lamy medium than water, and it's mainly to keep the rheology. I try to test this is still too much. You can see it's covering too well. I want something really subtle. I'm trying to check. Still a little bit too much. So you need very little paint to do that. I think now I have the right consistency. Yeah, now it's the right consistency, you see? So it's like making makeup. So we are going to take this one. We don't need a good brush to do that. We are going to apply it, and still you can thin it a little bit more, but it will work. Okay, can thin it a little bit more. But you see, it is doing the job. I want to go, as I said, for a pale skin, so I prefer. Yeah, it will work. It will work. But again, you can even, yeah, if you want it, you can even thin it a little bit more. Okay, with Lamy and medium you can transform any of your paints into a wash. I realized that I forgot to do this in red, no problem. I said I prefer to work by sections. Now we will wait that this dry before keep working on the miniature, so I wait that this dries and I come back later. Okay, once the wash has dried, I'm going to use black to start painting the mustache, the eyes and other details. So I will play here in the mustache. We are going to apply on the eye. Okay. We are going to do on this lens or bionic eye. Okay. Because as well here we'll need the support of a magnifier glass to do that. I hope I don't put it on camera. So here too, and then we do the hair. And then this on the magnifier glass to make it to be more precise. Also checking the mustache. I think I have to use more and more the magnifier glass to be able to do it correctly. Okay, I will do the hair now. The hair. Something like that. Now we are going to do the white in the eye. So to do the white in the eye, I prefer to use palette witch flesh. think again I will make use of the magnifier glass to help me. This can be quite slow, and you want to take very little paint with the brush. Okay. So we are good. Now we will use a little bit of black around. To make the tip very thin. We go very subtle. Okay, maybe mistake the smoke. I went a little bit thick. This is the limitation of the brush. Okay, what I will do now is I will take the color we used for the shading. That was the pink flesh. And we are going to paint next to the black. Little of this now, using the magnifier glass to help me. Now we have the eye as I wanted. Okay, now that I have this color ready, I will add it where I want to make some shading. So I will add it at the deepest part of the cheeks. Here, we'll add it here, and at the bottom lip. We'll put again the magnifier glass can be tricky, because you can get confused in the depth direction. Okay. What I'm doing now is I'm just cleaning in case around the mustache if we have done any mistake. Now I will apply this color here. Sorry if I went off. Let's go up with that. We'll apply it here to increase the shading. And I realized with the black I missed some spots, so I will do them later on. But they were here, so this will give more exaggerated shading of this guy. Okay, I'm going to correct the mistakes I did with the black. Sorry the lights are moving here, but this is quite a step that I need to use the magnifier glass and the right lighting to have a good vision of what I'm doing. So I'm going here next to the part that was missing. The other thing I do from time to time is check in the magnifier glass that I'm not missing anything. Okay, I can do that. Looks okay. Okay, I was looking in the magnifier glass. We are going to paint the lens. Okay, to do that I will apply first silver color, so we can use any silver. I will use Stonehorse silver. We are going to do, I need to check it with the, again, just checking that I'm in camera. Here, okay, and I will do the support of the lens. Don't worry if you do the inside. Okay. Good. And now, while this is drying, okay, we are going to finish the skin. So to work on the skin, I will use again pale skin from scale 75, was the base color, and pink flesh. Okay, now I will make a mixture as well. To add some water. Take this out. We are going to see to smoothen all the highlights we already done. And the shadings. A little more of the pale. And we highlight now. So I'm going to apply this. this here. I'm applying the pale flesh here first. And now in the part this part that is a little bit deeper, I will apply a mixture. Okay, we smooth the transition, a little bit darker. Do here the chin. Do here around the lens. Okay. The ear. I will add a little bit of darker here. Here the other ear. Okay. And now I will take a little bit of spaghetti bone. For a last highlight. I will correct the mustache that I touch a little bit with this spaghetti bone. You can see it's quite the face is a part of the miniature that it's worth dedicate time, but it's a focal point of the miniature. Now I'm going to do the lens, and for the lens I think I will take directly one of the blues, one of the this one here. I will take the soulstone blue. apply it in the lens. Use of the magnifier glass. Okay, I will put the second layer. Okay. And now, yeah, we wait at this device. Just checking everything looks okay. And we are going to do some highlights with gray on the hair. So I'm going to add some highlights in this direction. I'm taking downstone. We're going to do this. Okay. And the mustache, I think I will not do anything. This is a very small thing. I don't want to mess up. Okay. Let's do now the shade. So I'm going to take pure white. So I mean pure white means in my case white scar. I'm going to highlight this, and this. Here and here, something like that. Okay, we can go now for the gold in the middle of the miniature. Okay, so I'm going to use, as usual, Retributor armor for the gold. I think Retributor armor is quite a good gold. And we are going to paint the eagle, or in the case is the Aquila. Okay, so we will do the Aquila, and I will do here the rim of this thing. Okay, so I do both things. And I come back. So one thing I want to show here, sometimes it's very easy to mistake when you're doing thin lines and make them thicker than look like here. So don't worry, I think it's better to make it a little bit thicker. You come back, I will come back now with the red, and I will just clean where I went too thick. Okay. You see, now they're clean and thin. Okay. So I will finalize the Aquila and I'm back. So next I'm going to paint the outside of the jacket, and I will use Cantor Blue. You can also use Prussian Blue, okay, dark Prussian Blue from model color. I will use any dark, I recommend any dark blue for that. So Cantor Blue is quite dark, and we are going to apply this on the jacket. I'm doing this now, although looks like it's not, because it goes under the belt. So I want to be sure that I apply this correctly before doing the belt. Okay, so I will do that. I will apply Cantor Blue and I come back once this is done. Next, I'm going to paint or do the base color on the belt he has at the back. So I'm going to use Beyblade Brown as the base color. Okay. To be fair, I will need to now focus more on the jacket before keep working on that. So I will apply Beyblade Brown and I come back. Next, while this is drying, I'm going to apply a wash on the gold, and I will use Raglan Flake Shade for that. Okay, Raglan Flake Shade is a great wash for gold and give a very lively finishing to it, and a lot of color variation. I tried not to go into the silver part of the armor, so just I will the head be careful, and if on the red you can go a little bit on top, nothing happens. Okay, so this hole looks like now, and I'm waiting that this dries. This hole looks like now. Okay, we have done the pelt, and now I'm going to apply the fang on the trousers. Try to do the most. The trousers is also quite difficult to have access, so yeah, maybe it's better not to assemble completely the miniature and do the trousers first, but no, it's too late for me. Okay, and I'm using the fang, what is a bluish greenish color. Okay, so I will apply the fang. I'm going to do also the back, so I do that and I come back. So next, instead of making the boots and these things in black, I will do them in brown. I want to give more like a classic look, like a, and I'm going to use Dumble Brown. Okay, so it's quite a dark brown, but it's not as dark, for example, as Rhino's Hide or Dryad Bark. So you can see it's a little bit reddish, but we are going to distinguish it from the red later on. Okay, so we can do the belts, and I'm going to do as well the boots. Again, I'm doing that because at the end I decided to focus more on putting the base colors and see where it's more difficult to go. Okay, I'm doing here this. If I'm missing any part, don't worry. We'll do also this thing and also the belt at the back. This is what I'm doing this now because this is difficult to access. Okay. So I want to be sure that this is done. So I'm going to do the watch as well. Okay. So I'm going to do this, and then the shoes, and I'm back once this is done. Sorry, I had a problem with the camera and I forgot to record something, but I will explain it now. So as you can see, I did the pelt, okay? And to do the pelt, what we do is I use dried bark, and I was doing first the back of the pelt, so I will do it now on top. So you do the back of the pelt like that. Okay, I will apply here a little bit because this was too thin and was okay. You do the back of the pelt, and then once you have done the back of the pelt, including the tail, then the tail I can do as well. You do this type of things, this type of lines going down, okay? You do the same, I did the same at the back of the pelt. The only difference is that here you do it longer, okay? You can go very long or less long depending how you want to do it, and you do it, okay? I continue doing on the tail. So once this is done, okay, you see now this is done. The other thing I was doing is I was painting this part here, okay? So for that I used corn red, that was the same that I used for the inside of the jacket, and I'm painting and applying corn red on here. I'm doing this now because it's also quite difficult to access. So yeah, this miniature, it's tricky once it's assembled. There is a lot of places that are not easy. Due to this long jacket, there is a lot of hidden parts there. Okay, so I will do that with corn red on both arms, and I'm back once this is done. Next step, I'm going to use Retributor armor and do as we did here. I'm going to do the border of this, okay? And again, if we go too thick, we will need to correct with the base color we have applied before. Okay, this is normally quite tricky. And I will take the benefit that I'm doing the gold to do as well the guard of the sword. Okay. We also have small buttons. One is here. The other one is here. Okay. So we are going to pick them as well. Okay. I'm going to do the guard of the sword. Okay, so we'll do this as well, all this part. And I will do the buckle of the belt. Okay. Here, and I will do this thing. Okay, I will do as well the handle of this dagger. Okay, although I did a little bit the front, I will focus the gold of the back. This is more like a ceremonial dagger, knife. Okay, and I will do the other side. So here we are going to do the button, and I will do as well this part here. Okay, and we are going to do the buttons here. Okay. And the buckles of the belt of here. Okay, again, and if it's too thick, because these things normally are difficult to pick well, especially if they are hidden like these ones, they don't have an easy access. So the best way to go is to make them a little bit thicker, and then you come with the brown, and I will clean up later on, okay? So for example, these ones, I did them too thick. Okay, I let it dry. The ones on the other side are impossible, so I will not do them. We can do, I think this is all what I'm going to do. Okay, so then I come with the brown, Dumble brown. And we clean where we have put the places where we have put too much. Okay. Maybe more likely you cannot see this on camera because I have the jacket just in the way of the. Okay. Sorry, these are parts that are difficult to show in camera. So I will keep doing the gold and I come back once this is done. So we have the gold applied and we are going to start doing some washes. So I'm going to use Agate Air Shade on the red and on the browns, okay? So I will change brush. So I'm going to use Agate Air Shade here on the pelt, okay? We do it like that. Don't worry if no, and on the dark part you don't see the texture because we are going to use black later on. Okay. This wash will also help to smooth the transition between the dark part and the lighter part. Okay, see, very nice texture on this pelt. Next time I'm doing pelt now I remember the what's called the complaint that they asked not to put pelts on 40 millimeters. Okay, we are going to do the same on the red. Okay, try to be, and then of course on the brown and where we have all the brown. Okay, the boots especially. So I will do that. Apply all these washes, all this Agate Air Shade, and then we wait that this dries before doing any other step. Okay. Normally when I apply a wash, I prefer to wait a while that everything is dry. And here we go on top of this. Okay, so I will finalize that and I come back once this is dry. Okay, this is how it looks like. Well, the wash is not completely dry there, but it's not going to go. You can see the boots now are looking much better with the wash. And now I'm going to do a non-oil wash, okay? And I'm going to apply this at the top of the pelt where we have applied the diet bark. We'll try to follow a little bit the things that we have done before. I wanted to be quite subtle with all this. Did not want to make a tiger. It is why I went more. Okay, and I think and it's looking quite good. I wanted to go also for something different than what we have in the book. So here you have, and I will apply this as well on the jacket. Okay, so I want to make the jacket even darker, and because we have to use very dark blue, the only way to wash this is with black. Here where we have the buttons, I don't care, I go over the buttons, the jacket, the wash will go to the sides. Okay. But so you can even do this if you want. You can even apply this on the brown parts. We do it especially on the hidden parts to enhance the shading. Let's see. Example here you can do on this. You can do this to play and have different tonalities of leather. Okay. I will not do on the trousers this point. And you can even put if you want on the red. I will not do in my case. Okay, I want to just give the dark touch on the jacket, leaving the red with the previous wash. It's taste of everyone how dark you want to go. You can do it, for example, on the inside of the jacket there. This part, because it's tricky, but anyway it's not that visible. And now the part you want to clean is this part here where we have this engraved thing. You want to avoid that you have so much white that you kill the engrave. Okay, the engraved is very subtle, so be careful that you don't accumulate too much wash, because it's going to be difficult to see it correctly later on. Okay, and you can even put a little bit. Here you have to be quite on the metal. Okay, I will put it mainly here on this part of the metal, and to add a little bit of shading here. Okay, just a little bit. On the top I will not do. We can do, but very gentle. And here inside. Okay. I will do a little bit there. You see how it looks like now? We can put very little on the side, on the sable, and now we wait that this dries. But to be fair, I think I will finalize here the part 1 of the tutorial. Okay, I wanted, what's missing? You can put a little bit on the hair now to soften the gray. If you want, okay. And as I was saying, I will finalize here this part of the tutorial. So I will finalize here part 1, where I arrived to this point. So I have done the face, I have done almost most of the base colors and the shading. So we are going to come in part 2 to finalize the miniature. I think in 2 parts I will be able to finalize the tutorial, but I always like to divide it in smaller parts, so for me it's easier to edit, and I can, it's easier to work for me. So that's all for this first part on the painting tutorial of the Rock Trader from the Blackstone Fortress. And keep tuned. If you want to be the second part, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. There is a lot of tutorials and a lot of advices in this channel, tips. And give a like if you have liked this video. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.